Today we're going to be doing a video on Jedi Survivor with the RTX 3080, and to start it off, we're going to be using 1080p at the epic settings. So going into the options, visuals, 1080p, and at the epic preset. No FSR and no RT either. I am on the second level of the game right now, and it ran much better versus the first level. The first level is very CPU intensive, and the second one isn't as bad, but as you can see right here, we are getting bottlenecks still. GPU is going to be sitting in the mid 80s up into the low 90s, which is not great, but the FPS is doing decent, sitting in, oh my god, it was at the 70s, but now it's in the 60s and up into the mid 70s again. VRAM is sitting at 8 gigs, but it is slowly climbing up. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to 9 gigs with this card. I do have the 10GB variant of the 3080 here, so not the 12 gig, it's the 10 gig. So a VRAM bottleneck could be happening at 4K, but we'll see as we go. This game isn't too bad, to be honest, on the VRAM side. It was much worse in The Last of Us Part 1, where the textures wouldn't load and the game would stutter quite a bit. So this game is quite decent on that aspect, but still very CPU intensive, which ruins the experience as well. A lot of walking down here, guys. There's no enemies here, so there's no action. I want to wait until we get to that point before I do any more, I guess, testing. But whoa, look at the GPU sitting at 70% usage. A massive bottleneck, but I'll put the actual FPS or the estimated FPS without a CPU bottleneck on the screen as well. So if you guys got a faster CPU, you can see what your FPS could be in this scene. So hopefully at 440p we can get 60 plus FPS at all times without FSR, because the 3060 Ti definitely struggled in that aspect. It was falling down to the 40s and 30s quite easily. Getting quite a bit of stuttering here. Look at the VRAM, 9.2 gigs. I did say it would climb up to 9 gigs. And it is. So I think it wants to go higher, but it can't because the card only has 10 gigs available to it. And we are getting some stuttering here. So I'm really curious in seeing how much VRAM this uses up at 1080p Ultra. I think it's going to be around 12 gigs or 11 gigs if I was going to guess. Maybe 14 gigs at most. Okay, I've got to go up here, I think, to get in range of the zip line. There we go. Climb up. Perfect. And we got a checkpoint and some droids guarding a gate. Now with RT, we are being held back by the CPU again, because some aspects of ray tracing does need CPU power. And I'm going to be sitting in the mid 50s down into the mid 40s, unfortunately. Now again, if you have a faster CPU, your FPS should be probably in the high 50s, even the 60s. But with my current setup, this is the FPS I'm getting. Now playing the game at 440p epic settings, no RT, no FSR, we're going to be sitting at 50 FPS. Okay, 60 FPS. In this town, we are getting bottlenecked by the CPU still. Wow, 40 FPS for a second. What is this? Is the game okay? The performance is kind of inconsistent right now. I have restarted the game obviously as well before I applied the settings, but still, the FPS can fall down to the 50s and 60s. I don't know what to feel, to be honest. I don't know. At indoors, we're doing much better, as you would expect, sitting in the high 60s / mid 70s. GPU is fully maxed out, but obviously this will be far easier to run versus the outdoors. Jumping across. Double jump on this. Oh yeah. Look what we found over here. You're gonna pay for what you did, buddy. And what you did was you were guarding this place from my entry. Wow, falling into the mid 30s there for a second. Did you guys see that? What is this performance in this section? That is awful. It wasn't as bad as this before. Now it's just atrocious. Now enabling FSR in this area. Okay, there we go. Sitting in the 60s now, so we're getting 20 FPS with the quality FSR mode. The game looks fantastic, still looks very close to native 440p. We get a bit of shimmering around Cal's hair, as you can see right here. But other than that, it looks perfect, it looks very smooth, and looks very sharp as well, which is amazing. There's a fine line between getting bottlenecked by the CPU versus getting bottlenecked by the GPU. As you can see right here, we're down into the 50s again, the high 50s, and GPU is going to be sitting at almost 80% usage. Now again, obviously enabling RT. We're going to be sitting probably in the 40s and 30s again, up into the 50s, so not the best performance. Ooh. But I'll do it for you guys anyway, so you can see what the impact is to our VRAM, and how the game runs in general. Now using RT, at 440p with FSR enabled, we're going to be sitting again in the 50s. Let's cut it, I guess, why not? Whoa. Is this going to break the cave? Make us fall on us? Uh-oh. Whoa, that's cool. Let's keep cutting it, and hopefully we don't get crushed by the whole mountain collapsing on us. Oh, force pull this, I guess. Force push. Yep. Activate it. Let's go. Zipline time. Yeah, just like that. Let's go. Not bad, guys. This is actually very nice. Not stuttering, not lagging. The main issue that I'm seeing is in the open world areas, where it's a huge field, a lot of objects, a lot of AI, and that's when the game starts stuttering like crazy, and that's when you're going to be seeing a lot of FPS dips from your CPU or your GPU, depending on what you're running. Now, finally playing at 4K at the Epic preset, we're going to be sitting in the 30s. So around 10 to 12 FPS higher than the 3060 Ti. Not bad, I guess. I feel like it should be a bit higher than this, but it is what it is. This is playable, obviously. Not ideal, of course, especially on keyboard and mouse. It feels very bad and very laggy, but on controller, if you like doing that, then that's going to be playable for you. But obviously using FSR is the better option in this case, and should give us hopefully 60 FPS with this card at the max preset. Ooh, you're dead. He's got a shield on him. Look at this guy. Try me. Okay, that's cheating. You can't do that. Attack me. And you're done. Just like that. Now playing with Performance FSR at 4K max settings, going all the way up to 50 FPS, 60 FPS, 70 FPS. Amazing. There we go. Be able to get 60 plus FPS experience at 4K. Again, this is the first day of the game coming out, so it doesn't have the best performance right now, but I'm sure a few months down the line, it'll get far more polished and far more optimized, and the game will run much better than what you're seeing here. Whoa, what is he doing? Is it T-posing? I thought it was T-posing. Going down here. Whoa. These guys are dead. I'm out of here. We're sitting pretty much at 70 FPS on average, even the high 70s to be honest, which is a great experience, but again, keep in mind that the CPU is very important in this game, so your FPS can easily fall down to the 50s and 40s because of it. Now let's enable RT. Now playing with RT enabled and FSR at performance, we lost 20 FPS pretty much. Not bad. Again, VRAM's going to be sitting at 9 gigs for this card, but it can go as high as 9.5 gigs like we saw before. So it can get close to this card's limit, which is 10 gigs. Oh, you guys are done. That was a... Come on, it just despawns right in front of me like that. Shield guy's gotta go first. Yep, screw your shield. It's a Jedi. Hold this real quick. You too. Hey, attack. Ah, another one of these guys, of course. Woke him up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's woken up. Okay, you gotta stop, man. Just chill out, okay? Relax. Let me get this done. I'll be out of your way. You can go back to your nap or whatever you're doing. Quickly. Jump. Yes. See? You got to live, and I got to get out of your way. Just like that. Whoa. Major stutter there. VRAM went up to like 9 point something gigs. This is playable, I guess, if you like to have RT enabled. But personally for me, I would keep it off. Okay, I think that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys tonight for Jedi Survivor on the RTX 3050.